Mr. Gannon?
I knew Madden couldn't take him.
First one's from 1939, and the setup sounds like a joke somebody told in a bar. A rough town needs a new deputy to clean the place up. The deputy they get is James Stewart, and Stewart's character, Tom Destry Jr., walks into that town and will not put on a gun. In 1939, that was close to movie suicide. Westerns were about who could draw faster, and an unarmed lawman was like a boxing movie where the guy won't make a fist, so the whole town laughs at him. What keeps it from being a gimmick is Stewart. He doesn't play Destry as scared or soft. He plays a man who made up his mind about how he's going to do this job, and he's completely at peace with it. So for most of the movie, Destry is loose and funny, and then when things finally turn serious, he becomes the last man in town you'd want to cross. You also get Marlene Dietrich as Frenchie, the saloon singer, and she's the toughest customer in that whole town. Hollywood spent years trying to bottle those two again and never managed it. 87 years old, and this one still goes down easy. My biggest problem with Westerns is that after a while they all start to look the same. But not this one. Stewart plays Jeff Webster, a cattleman pushing a herd up toward the Klondike Gold Rush, so the whole movie plays out in snow and ice and mountain country. I promise you have not seen a Western that looks like this. But the setting is only half the fun, because Webster might be the most reluctant hero ever put in a Western. The man has one answer for everything: not my problem. Somebody's getting robbed? Not my problem. A whole settlement's going under? Still not my problem. He is there to sell his cattle, collect his money, and leave, and he does not care what happens to anybody else on the way. And of course, the movie has other plans for him. Trouble keeps finding this man, and inch by inch, against everything he stands for, he gets pulled into caring. This was the fourth Western Stewart made with the director Anthony Mann, and when people rank the movies those two made together, this one usually comes in last. If this is their weakest, the rest of that run is something special. Which brings us to the next movie. Number 3, Bend of the River, 1952. This is the movie I bring up when somebody tells me Westerns are slow, because this thing runs on pure suspense. Stewart plays Glenn McClintock, a man leading a group of settlers into Oregon. He's the solid, dependable one, the guy everybody out there trusts with their lives. There's just one problem. McClintock used to be an outlaw, and nobody knows for sure whether that man is gone for good. So you spend 2 hours watching the nicest man in the wagon train the way you'd watch a dog that bit somebody once. And while all of that is simmering, the movie hands you some of the prettiest footage of the decade. Stewart made this one with Anthony Mann again, and Mann shot it in real Oregon mountain country. So it's a gorgeous-looking movie that never once lets you get comfortable. Stewart plays Charlie Anderson, a farmer with a big spread and a house full of kids, and all around his land the Civil War is going on. Anderson's position is simple. It's not his war. He never asked for it. He wants nothing from it, and his sons are not dying for it. He figures if he keeps his head down and works his land, the whole thing will pass his family by. So there's no villain in a black hat here, and nobody rides out for revenge. Anderson isn't hunting anyone. The trouble comes to him, and you watch the movie knowing the thing he can't admit. No man gets to out-stubborn a war. It keeps creeping closer to that farm, and every time it takes another step, Stewart shows you a little more of what it costs this man to hold the line. It's some of the greatest acting he ever did. Movie number 5 is Winchester 73, and it runs on one of the best gimmicks a Western ever tried. The main character is a gun. I'm serious, the whole movie follows one prized rifle, the kind of gun men out there would kill for. And every time it changes hands, the story changes hands with it. The rifle keeps sliding from one owner to the next. Every new owner comes with his own trouble attached, and by the end the whole thing loops back around to where it started in a way that's genuinely satisfying. You're never stuck in one place for long, because the second that gun moves, the movie moves with it. Stewart's the man chasing it. This was the first picture he ever made with Anthony Mann, and you can already catch flashes of a harder, meaner Stewart in it. Remember, in 1950, this was a man famous for playing nice guys. So when this movie lets him off the leash, even for a few scenes, it lands. This might be the leanest Western ever made. There's no town in it, no cavalry riding in to save anybody, no crowd of side characters. It's just 5 people out in the mountains, and one of them is worth money. Stewart plays Howard Kemp, a bounty hunter hauling a wanted man back for the reward. Along the way, he's picked up a couple of strangers who helped him make the catch, and now they figure they've earned a piece of that money. So you've got men who don't trust each other guarding one prisoner. And the prisoner is the smartest guy in the group. He spots the cracks in that little outfit right away and starts working on them. And you spend the whole movie watching the alliances shift and the knives slowly come out. That's the entire film, and it's gripping. When your cast is 5 people, every betrayal counts double, and Stewart is outstanding in it. Stewart and Mann made 5 westerns together. This was the last one, and plenty of people will tell you it's the best of the bunch. Put Me Down as one of them. It's a revenge movie. Stewart plays Will Lockhart, a man who's out to find whoever got his brother killed. And through all of it, he stays calm, even polite. And that's exactly what makes him scary, because you can tell that nothing and nobody is going to turn this man around. It's the coldest Stewart ever got on screen, and it works. And the movie is huge to look at. They shot it in New Mexico, and it keeps opening up on you. You start out in bare desert and end up in mountains and forest, and the whole thing plays like an epic. If you're only ever going to watch one of the Mann westerns, make it this one. And the last movie is the one true masterpiece, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962. This one isn't Anthony Mann, it's John Ford, and it comes with a matchup the genre never topped. James Stewart and John Wayne in the same picture. Stewart plays Ransom Stoddard, a young lawyer from back east who shows up in a frontier town with a case full of law books and a head full of ideals. The local terror is an outlaw named Liberty Valance, and Stoddard's plan is to take him down with the legal system. Everybody else in town thinks that plan is a good way to get killed. That's where John Wayne comes in. Wayne plays the other kind of man, the kind who knows that out in that country, an argument either gets settled with a gun or it doesn't get settled at all. So you've got the talker and the gunfighter stuck in the same town, dealing with the same problem. And watching Stewart and Wayne push against each other is worth the price of admission on its own. And the title is doing more work than you'd think. Somebody in this movie shoots Liberty Valance, and the real business is what happens to that story afterward. Who gets the credit, what the town decides to believe, and what it costs the men who know the truth. I won't spoil a frame past that. I'll just say the ending has stuck with people for 60 years. And once you've seen it, you'll know exactly why this one still gets called one of the greatest westerns ever made.